Hey guys, Quoted USA here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a 90 gun streak on Slums by I Just Got Online. The commentary topic for today is my four first-person shooter online games. The first one that I ever played and started to enjoy was 007 GoldenEye. The game itself was actually a really good game, and I think it was the game that prepared me for Call of Duty the most. It had really decent mechanics, and I don't remember really thinking there was much bad about it. I know that there was a pistol that I remember thinking was insane. It was like a one-shot pistol. And a lot of people would kind of sit in corners because the maps were really square. Like, they were square, like you'd run up steps and run into another square room and that type of thing. That's kind of how I remember the game being and it was kind of like a clunky gun mechanic type thing. I'm not sure how to describe it, but the graphics were kind of odd because it was an older game, so they didn't have much leniency on what they could do with the graphics. So the guns were a little funky, and it would kind of refrain your vision sort of from the corners of the rooms. But at the same time, I feel like the FOV of the game was a little bit higher than 65, so I think you could see more of rooms at the same time. So it kind of equaled itself out. But no, nonetheless, there were a lot of corner campers in that game. Then my second first-person shooter that I played was COD 4. And COD 4 is, I love that game. I was really young, and I was just starting to get into like the multiplayer side, like of leveling up and all that. And I thought COD 4 was really a good game, especially when it came to that type of stuff. And I really enjoyed playing it and getting kills and kill streaks. And I remember the first time I ever got the attack helicopter, or the chopper, I think is what it was called in that game. I was so excited. I had never been that happy over kill streak. I think even when I got my first like nuclear, I wasn't that happy. I was so happy just to get a 7 kill streak because I couldn't get it. Like, I couldn't get any streaks in that game. I remember if I got a 2 kill streak, I thought I was doing pretty well. But it's still like the best Call of Duty when it comes to just all around being able to have fun and go on there, and just everyone has like an equally good time. I think whether you're a good player or a bad player, I think it's pretty easy to have an equally good time because of how simple the game is. You don't have kids with orbital VSATs, all that wrecking you in that game. In this game, it's just Call of Duty 4 was just a very laid-back game to play, I think. Then my third was Halo 3, and Halo 3 I think Halo 3 was the best Halo, but I thought it was also one of the best first-person shooters I've ever played. I had so much fun on that game. I thought that Halo 3 was actually, for a long time I thought Halo was better than Call of Duty because of Halo 3. It was such a fun, like, fast-paced game, jumping around and just no-scoping guys with, guns, and the map's really open and big, and they had all these cool things about them. And remember there's this one map where it was like a base, and you had these gigantic things that you could get in and fly around, and then you had ditches you could hide from them, and it was all this stuff. The maps were just awesome, and it was just all around a really fun game, and the shields and all that, it was just cool, and it looked cool, and I was just a really big fan of Halo, and it was different than anything else I'd ever played. So definitely a big fan of Halo 3. Halo 4, I bought that game, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great, and really, it was kind of awful. And every Halo I've ever bought since I played Halo 3, I was really disappointed with them. I thought they could have been so much better, and they ended up being so not good. And that was actually the reason I ended up selling my Xbox, was because, the main reason I got it was not only to experience like a different like side of people in Call of Duty, but also because I really wanted to play Halo again. I wanted to see what the new Halos were like. And then when I actually played them, I was so disappointed that I just sold my Xbox and stuck with the PS3. Then Call of Duty World at War. Call of Duty World at War was my fourth and last game that I played in like one of my first 4 first-person shooters. And Call of Duty World at War was the one that I played the most. Call of Duty World at War was such an amazing game. Like, I think Call of Duty World at War was one of the best Call of Duties when it gave you, like, because of the feeling it gave you when you played it. Like, when you played Call of Duty World at War, you felt like you were, like, in the game. It was graphic, like, the gore and all that made the game better, I think, because, when you exploit someone in Black Ops 2 or whatever, they just fall over. In World at War, their, like, limbs would fly off and crap. The things that they said, the feeling it gave you, the graphics, everything about it was so much, like, more realistic and more fun than it was in in any other Call of Duty, really. The game just had the most fast-paced game type. Like, War was the most fast-paced game type in any Call of Duty. I mean, it was just constant rushing. You'd rush to the area or whatever, and you'd get the kills, and you could camp around it, kind of, and pick people off. And it was just fun, and it was good for all weapons, all whatever. It was kind of like Drop Zone, but way better than Drop Zone still. And it lasted for a long time. I think it lasted for like 12 minutes. I think it was kind of like Headquarters, because I think there wasn't a time limit, but there was a cap limit or something like that. And War was just an awesome game type. But now if you go back to World of War, you can't even play that game type just because there's so little people on World of War now that it's like you can't even play World of War really anymore, which is kind of sad. But another thing is the single player. The single player on that game was insanely fun. Like, I think the single player on that game was more fun than the single player on Call of Duty 4, which is weird because I think a lot of people kind of dislike the single player, but I thought it was exceptional. I don't like single player on most Call of Duties anymore because they're just not good. I played Black Ops 2 single player all the way through, and I really liked Black Ops 2 single player because I really liked Black Ops 2, but I didn't play any other single player other than that, Modern Warfare 2, and World of War. And World of War was the only one that I think I could replay again because it was just such a good single player. But that's all for today, guys. I think this is the longest commentary that I've actually done on this channel. And if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and obviously subscribe because that's fun. And I'll see you guys later.